The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
Deshaun Watson, so multi-dimensional, able to scramble for the first.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
Flush to his right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Laviska Shenault, the intended target. And it's second down.
He was covered by Patrick Queen.
Watson again. This is Johnson. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
It's a gain of 2 yards. And it's 3rd down.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now Watson. And now Watson throws another interception. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. What a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing. They're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
And he lost the football, and the Texans scoop it.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
Watson, they begin the drive with Johnson. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
6-yard line. A gain of 11 on the play. First down, Houston.
They stay on the ground on first with Johnson. And across midfield he goes into Raven territory. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Watson now to throw. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs.
A gain of 7.
Offensively, they liked their situation, so they tried to take a shot downfield, but no one was open. So it was tuck it and run time, and he picks up a first down.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They toss it out right to Johnson. And he'll get 4 here down to the 35-yard line.
The give to David.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
9-yard line.
And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
Well, the pressure, the hits, the sacks have been coming at him all game long. I'm frankly surprised that they haven't found a solution yet to create more time for him to throw it or maybe change what they do on offense.
And that's one of the biggest differences in this game and why they're losing right now. Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. He finds his target, Fuller. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Will Fuller, 35 yards. And the Texans have cut it to within a score.
The kick is good.
And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Pretty important third quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. Now a throw here to his running back. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Well, he ran free there after the catch as that winds up going for 38. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just 2nd down.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
2nd and 10 here as we sit in the third quarter of this divisional round matchup. To throw again. Jackson is going to fire one deep over the middle. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown.
As a general rule, quarterbacks don't want to lock in on a receiver before the ball is snapped. But in this case, based on the matchup he thought he was going to get, it was favorable for his tight end. He locked in on him early and found him for a touchdown.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the lead now up to 14. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back. I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
He's letting this one go for Fuller. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line. So their woes on offense continue. That's the 2nd pick thrown here in the 3rd quarter.
And we know it was ill-advised, but that was an opportunity to help them get back into the game. Instead, he throws another interception, and now their task is even tougher.
He'll try and run it. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
Brings up 2nd and 1.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Jackson eluding the pressure right. He's going to take off with it. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. Taking matters into his own hands, and he picks up 4 yards and a 1st down.
Well, he's proven real effective running the football. No one open, don't force it. Just get what you can, and that's what he's done very well in this game.
Flushed out right. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
That is caught at the 7-yard line. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line.
Number 87.
The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down.
It's 3rd down and goal to go.
One quarter remains for the right to advance to the AFC title game. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. From the gun, Jackson. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Devin Duvernay, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Ravens have used the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. And this one through the uprights and good.
The score, Ravens 35, Texans 14.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Their hopes of advancing past this divisional round hanging by a thread, if that, as they begin here with a 1st and 10 on the wrong side of the scoreboard. And now the throw going to Fuller, and he's got it. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on 1st down. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Escaping the pressure right. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. Brandon Cooks, the receiver he was going after. But it'll be 2nd down.
The scoreboard tells a story for him, a little bit bleak, and while it's not quite desperation time yet, it's definitely getting close, but the defense reads the scoreboard as well. They're going to back up and make him really earn it.
And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Flush to his right. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Patrick Queen. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line. He got outside the pocket there trying to improvise, and he was calling for the ball downfield, but still the interception.
I think what happened, he did call for the ball thinking that he was open, but I think the quarterback spotted him too late. And that margin that he had on the defenders, that got eaten up, and they came up with the interception.
That one good for 33 and a 1st. Well, you hate that for him. He gets so close on the big run, but has him in excellent position.
And I know there's plenty of competitive spirit on the defensive side of the ball, but part of me wonders if they would have just preferred.
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. Punching it in from a yard away. And the Ravens turn that interception into a touchdown. And right now, Charles, I think you'd have to say their class is starting to show through.
Yeah, they were disappointed not to get the #1 seed in the playoffs, but the reality is these guys can play anywhere. It doesn't matter for them.
And if they can indeed hold on to this lead, that's going to set up one heck of a championship game next Sunday.
Let's come back and watch it, shall we?
Something tells me you and I are going to be there.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They knew this would be tough on the road divisional round, and that has certainly been the case with the deficit they face in this 4th quarter. Marlon Humphrey with a tackle defensively.
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. Puts them in a pretty good spot for 2nd down. from the 30 on second down. Watson, he's got a man. It's his fullback. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Maybe a frustration penalty there because he's picked them apart.
They've tried their best to get to him and haven't done it successfully. A penalty is a result of that hit there.
And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
On second down, Johnson. And he'll just get back to the line of scrimmage, if that. And with a flag on the field. And that one looks to be in the area where someone was held. He was trying to clear the way, the big fullback. Instead, he gets a hold.
And you don't see that very often on running plays from those guys because usually they're the lead blocker. Normally, when he gets caught, it's in a passing situation.
Give him 3 yards on the run. Now they'll need to drop something good here on 3rd and 13. The Texans on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Here's Watson. Finding fouls complete. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a first down as well. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
He can't hang. He's not going to get me.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
First down.
48 to Mike. Not today, you are. Not today.
Here's Johnson. And Johnson lost the football. It's loose, poked out, and it's picked up by the Ravens. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. 1st and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Ingram again, a first down carry. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
They'll fake the give to Ingram. Now Jackson is going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end. But now this game is over. The Ravens going to move on to another week in these playoffs as we say so long, everybody. So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Ravens are victorious here as we say so long from Baltimore.